What's up, guys? It's Noah here, and I just wanted to let everybody know that 6 years ago today, my family and I were moving out of our house in North Brunswick, New Jersey. That's a big one. So, first off, I'm about to tell you what happened. First of all, I can't believe it's been 6 years since I was moving out of our house that was built in the 60s in New Jersey. Yeah, moving out of our house in New Jersey. It was built in 1963. My dad loved it more. My dad loved it a lot. So did I, because this house has a lot of memories. And you can see that I was 11 years old in this picture. And I'm using the Dyson DC-24 that's over there. I don't know if y'all could see it. Yeah. It's over there, right next to my Dyson DC4, my purple Dyson DC-14 animal. So, first off, no, focus. Here we go. So, today, I'm going to read the script. Now I'm going to read what I wrote of us moving out of our New Jersey house 6 years ago. So, first, here we go. March 26, 2016. It was moving day, so Noah got up. So I got up, had breakfast, waited for the movers to come. At around 9 a.m., the movers came that morning. When the doorbell rang, I introduced myself like, "Hi, I'm Noah Hackworth, CEO of Hackworth Vacuums," which is no longer how I introduced myself. And then I gave him a tour of Hackworth Vacuums, and I showed him how to handle them, especially the my Kirby Sandatronic. And when they started loading the stuff off, and then 2 short minutes later, they started setting up stuff in the house like they did like when we moved out of our house in Maryland, and they started setting stuff up like the extra boxes that they had, and protective film for the carpet, and then we had to get Beamer and Obby into the guest room that was in our house. And so we got them in there pretty hard because they're both scaredy cats, especially Beamer. He's still a scaredy cat because Obby died about 4 years ago. So now, and then when they started loading the stuff onto the truck, Matt and Noah had to get the cats in the guest room so they couldn't get out. Then Rhonda and Noah went to McDonald's and got lunch and brought it to the house. But then all of a sudden, I decided to go and check on Obby and Beamer, and I had to see if they're all right. But then Obby somehow gets out. And I'm like, Obby, come back here. Wait, what the hell are you doing, Obby? You gotta come back in here now. Come on, Obby, get back here, Dad. And I'm like, Dad. Obby got out, and then so he helps me, and then he was gone for like 20 minutes straight. I was so worried. I'm like, where did he go? But then 20 minutes later, and I found him in the crawl space that was in our basement. He was hiding in there. And then we got him out into his carrier, and then we kept him in the guest room. And then Rhonda and Noah went to McDonald's and got lunch and brought it to the house. After that, I get the Dyson DC-24 out, and I start vacuuming the family room with the Dyson DC-24. Yeah, I hum a lot. So now, then we're gonna be. Where were we? Oh, and then there was this one mover that said, "Hey Noah, the house that we bought left us a room." And hey Noah, the house we bought left us a Dyson just like that. And I was like, wow, that was very nice of them. You're lucky. That, yeah, and then I said, later when Noah was done vacuuming, the movers let him load it onto the truck. Then Noah went down to the basement to help Matt get to. Then I went down to the basement to help Dad get the cats in their boxes. And then here comes the big one, the savage one. While my dad was trying to get Obby in his box, while my dad was trying to get Obby in the box, Obby started hissing and then he bit Dad in the arm. And I was like, what the hell's going on in there? And I come up and then I'm like, oh my God, Dad, what the hell just happened to you? And then I'm like, I've never seen, and then I was like, after I'm like, Dad, what happened to you? I'm like, I've never seen Obby hiss before, neither Beamer. Noah said, but Matt finally got him in the box. Lastly, when the movers started getting out in the house, but then Obby was so scared that he just wet his box, and I'm like, oh God, now we're gonna have to get him. Now we're gonna have to clean this up, but it cleaned up pretty easily, and the box still held on the way down, but we had to tape it. And then lastly, when the movers got everything out of the house, then I start walking around the house to make sure everything was out. I just say my goodbyes, not like Angry Grant. I just start saying goodbyes like Angry Grandpa did to his Trailwood trailer and his Creekside trailer. Yeah. Yeah, it was sad to say goodbye to it all. I have not even been back in that house since the day I moved out. Yes, maybe I will in like 50 years when I turn 50. I'll be old then. And then I'm like, goodbye house. Like, this is where I was fixing a lot of vacuums and a lot of, yes, and here's where Dad's workshop was. I had a lot, yep, helping them build them cabinets for the laundry room for the family room 8 years ago. So and then I came and say goodbye to every upstairs. It's like it's kind of similar. Have you all seen Angry Grandpa says goodbye? He was sad to leave because his Trailwood trailer, because that was his home. Yes, and then after one last time to see if they got everything out, I'm like, goodbye old house. Not like Angry Grandpa said. He like, goodbye house. I'm gonna miss the old place. Noah said as they were driving away, and then I said that as they were driving away. Everything was out of the house, and some stuff in the front yard, like the rigid 6-gallon wet dry vac model WD6000, my 21-year-old one, and the Hoover Flare stick vac, which I no longer have because the fuse blew 2 years ago, and my dad's grill, the Suncast hose reel, and the 8-gallon Craftsman shop vac model CS8000. Is that what you call it? Yeah. And then I kind of said this too early, and I'm like, goodbye Renaissance Apartments. I didn't say it yet. And then we were driving the cats down to my grandma's condo in Richmond, Virginia, and no, it said as they were driving to grandma's. When I got to my grandma's condo in Richmond, Virginia, Noah brought the cats in from the car and let them out. When Beamer saw my grandma's cat Cadence, which is no longer alive, passed away in November 2019, and he fell in love with the way she looked. Beamer fell in love with the way she looked. She was like, "Oh yeah, she's sexy for sure. she's cute, you know." You know what I'm saying? Okay, he was kind of like Quagmire. Yeah. So first off, when Beamer saw Grandma's cat Cadence, they started hissing a little, but Beamer was like Quagmire and going giggity giggity. All right. He was like he thought she was he thought she was the sexiest cat alive. The cutest cat alive is what I would call it. And then the way she looked, and then after that I went to bed. But then while I was in bed, my family and I were trying to get the cats used to. But then all of a sudden, I think it was Cadence that flew over Beamer, and that scared the hell out of him, you know. And I'm like, is everything all right? I heard a loud hit. I heard a loud row. And then it was like, what else was that? Yeah, but after that, I heard but after that I was kind of tired after all that vacuuming I was doing. So then I went to bed. All right. So but that anyways, and then when we came back, we had to go to our apartment building on April 1st, 2016, which I will explain in the next video I do. So but anyways, that does it for this video. Please stay tuned for the next video of April 1st, 2016. So, see you guys in the next video of our move from New Jersey to Maryland.